Welcome back to another episode of Point 8 Debates. I'm your host, King Steegs. Chris, what's our topic? So you just ready.
I was saying right here, leave the comment.
Earl Thomas.
Should the Cowboys be interested in signing Earl Thomas, and if not, should any other team be interested?
What's your answer?
Yeah, we should be interested. We need all the help we can get. I told them go get him last year.
He said we though.
Hey.
I forgot Jerry had you on payroll, man.
Yeah, man, I got to talk to Jerry.
So,
well,
get your answer before I go back to him.
I think we should sign him, but I think there should be some type of language in his contract.
Okay, so that's what I was about to ask.
Oh, break down the contract. What you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm
of course.
So
of course.
I'm in because we're not, agents. We're not, building players. You can't give me a exact number or how the incentives should be built. But what would be your primary concern? And this is just for the Dallas Cowboys franchise. You know what I'm saying? Because both of y'all told me, they should have interest or they should sign him. So, what would be like you say the language in the contract? What would be your focal point?
To give him a strict contract. We signed. Who was it like? I think like Greg Hardy. How we did Greg Hardy?
Okay.
You bringing, just the bad energy to the team, bringing bad vibes to the team. Hey, you got to get you going.
What's bad vibes or energy though? I'm saying like
attitude, depending on how he move, detrimental, anything. Just how he move, how he carry himself. Like it's the difference between hard work and playing the game the right way and being, I guess, arrogant, over cocky, or maybe you got you know what I'm saying. You got too many.
What he once was. Type
exactly.
What you got?
I just think that his attitude has got to be on point. You know what I mean? Some players, once they get to a certain level, they just sort of think that they can do as they please. You know what I mean? You still have a contract. You got to lead by example. I heard he was late to meetings
Antonio Brown
multiple times. And I don't know if he was getting fined, but I think you need to do something that's going to affect his pocketbook.
Okay.
If you want to come play for the Cowboys, you can make some money, but you're going to follow these rules. If you don't follow our rules and what your contract states, then we're going to have to move on from
So
you.
is it a situation where he should be cut? Like let's say is that, there's something pending to be found out, like whether it's true or not. And we'll say it's minor. It's not, it's not huge, but we'll say it's minor. Like, do you cut him then? Like, so I guess where does his limitations on how far does he?
How minor are we talking about?
That's what I'm saying.
Because with the Cowboys, man, we signed all the people that got troubles, backgrounds, all that.
They make it the full season.
Yeah, they make it full season. So that's what I'm saying. We can use him.
Yeah, I would probably.
We got Hi Clinton Dix, and if we pick up Earl Thomas, then we still got Xavier Woods.
Yeah, I would probably sign him to like the veteran minimum.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then make him earn his money.
And incentives.
And if he played the whole season, some incentives. And plus, he's already got $10 million coming this year from Baltimore.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna. There's a reason why no one hasn't picked him up yet. You know what I mean? Because they're not gonna pay him.
Yeah.
They're not gonna pay him.
Has Baltimore cut him yet? Released him yet?
Yeah. So he's official release. So here's my thing, and not to just play devil's advocate. I don't believe. At first, I was like, okay, we should go get him quick, fast, in a hurry. It'll be just what you said, almost league minimum. He knows this is his last chance. He'll straighten up. I don't believe we should go get him.
Why not?
Here's the thing with the Cowboys. They're so like they don't want to change for so many reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the best roster. We should be in the play. We should be competing for a Super Bowl. And then you keep Jason Garrett as a head coach for 10 years. Okay, with the habit of signing. Okay, T.O. was a good sign. I say, he came from another roster and said to be a troublemaker. And I feel like that was a good sign. Pac-Man Jones, Greg Hardy, Tank Johnson.
Everybody you name, and they all can ball.
But that's
they can
just
all
it.
play.
They came to Dallas and they played. As far as Dallas goes, they played average or better.
Yeah.
But they only did one season.
One thing with the Cowboys present team now, the Cowboys is structured. If we don't get that defense together, we're not going to no Super Bowl.
Agreed.
Exactly.
And that back end of that defense, and I'll be honest with you, this Clinton Dix, he was a good sign, but he's no Earl Thomas.
No,
they still got
exactly.
holes back
close.
there. We don't even know who our starting corners. You got another corner with their number 24.
Cheeto.
He's not it.
Was getting
He's really a safety.
Was
That's what he
getting,
played in
exactly.
college.
Was getting
So
killed.
he should be put back at safety. We got a bunch of holes back there. So I do think that we should sign him, but it should be some restrictions. If he really want to be a Cowboy, he'll be a Cowboy with the contract that they offer.
But that's just it though. I agree with. I agree with that.
But
the only
he's
thing
money
about it
driven
is-
too. We already know that. He's about his money.
I mean, of course, he at the end of his years. He know that.
Yeah,
he
even
done had what 2 or 3 major injuries.
Yeah, even when he was with Seattle, it was all about his money. The reason why he left.
I just can't overlook that Seattle paid him.
Seattle paid him, but they should have paid him.
And he
again,
still
too.
gave the whole team the middle finger, getting carted off after. I'm sorry. There are.
I don't know, man.
Again, if it was just solely about,
I don't know if they paid him because he was an unrestricted free agent. Was he traded to Baltimore or he signed with Baltimore?
He signed.
His contract was over.
His
He didn't get
contract
the
was
money
over.
he wanted at what you call him.
That's why he left.
That's why he left.
That's why he left.
That's why he left.
I'm just for me, after the Jason Garrett debacle, which was 10 years of being our head coach, I just don't see signing a known troublemaker and us starting a new culture. Now, if somebody comes in and says, "Oh yeah, Mike McCarthy, he's a no BS coach, and he'll get Earl Thomas, to straighten up," then I'd be like, "Yeah, go ahead and sign him." But you got a new coaching staff across the board. Yep. You've got issues with trying to get your quarterback. You had issues last year with getting your running back paid. You got issues with your quarterback saying, he doesn't know what supposedly he doesn't know if he's going to be in Dallas. His brother's all in the social media. I just don't feel like that's going to be in the right direction. As the player, yes. As a culture, no. I feel like that's going to be the opposite direction of what we've been moving towards.
You could have said the same thing about besides the coach about the other players. As far as you talking about that player.
No, I'm saying about the players that they've given another chance to in the past.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Look at the end result.
I don't think those players are on this guy.
We could have kept T.O.
No question. No. The only
certain players. We could.
Tank Johnson, Pac-Man, and Greg Hardy, I'm saying, are the ones that they played, and a year later they were gone.
Yeah.
I don't think that one player is going to destroy your team. He didn't destroy Baltimore. Baltimore players just got tired of this crap, and they wanted him out of there.
I agree.
Ownership didn't want to pay him that money either way because they know they had another guy that they plugged into position now that can come in and play. So you got some discord with the players, and you got another player that's coming up, and they don't have to pay him. Fine-tune his contract. They can void out his $10 million salary this year and recoup some of the signing bonus that he got.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy?
What would you do? You let him go.
I think, we can pick him up. If McCarthy feel like he can handle him, and as long as you sign him to that comment, I think we should give it a try. Point blank, period.
I don't think McCarthy got any word in it. I think he should have some word in it.
He probably don't, but he came out and said
it's Jerry's decision.
He's already.
That's not even up for debate.
But to be honest,
he came out and said he kind of didn't want to deal with.
If he comes out and play ball and keep his attitude right, we need him.
That's what I'm saying.
Because the defensive front is on point.
Dix, the strong safety, put him at free when he normally play.
Yeah.
My only, I guess, like I say, and I'm looking at it from y'all's perspective, I wholeheartedly agree with the simple fact that if he's on the field, he's healthy, and they keep him out of trouble or keep him from being in trouble, then yeah, I mean, it's still Earl Thomas at the end of the day.
But I think if he really want to come to the Cowboys like he want to be, he'd take the league minimum and play on some type of bonus incentive contract.
You know what?
That league minimum is at least going to be $1 million, and he probably still going to get his $10 million from Baltimore. They said.
But he gonna look at it as why if it's a team that's another contender, and they gonna pay me more, why not go over there?
He gonna probably end up in Cleveland because their safety just got hurt.
Dale Pitt.
Yeah.
Dale Pitt.
For the season?
Yeah,
he's done.
He's done.
Dang.
And I hated to hear it because I was really interested in see how he was going to play this year.
San Francisco was looking at him, but I think they've decided not to.
I mean, Richard Sherman over there, they might be still cool.
They probably still are, but listen. I do believe he's going to go to. He's going to get picked up. I do believe he's going to get picked up. But like I say, just what you said, if Earl Thomas wants to be here as bad as he claimed that he did, originally walking down our tunnel, the opposing team, go shaking Jason Garrett's hand, saying, "Come get me," then yeah, he will sign, pretty much whatever Dallas throws at him with, regardless of, the language. Like he just gonna go sign. But
he got right now. He's in a position where he has to bet on himself.
Yes,
he got to bet on himself with his attitude. He got to bet on himself with his play and stay healthy.
He's 31, maybe 32. I think he's 31 years old.
Yeah, he might be.
Okay, so like you say, I mean, he still has.
And he's a safety, so they can play a long time.
I was about to say, he still has, I would give him minimum 4 years, barring any major injury, type deal. So
he done bounced back from 2.
I would sign him.
I signed him too.
I would sign him.
I would sign
I would
him.
just, if you watched any of the media outlets, he would just totally upgrade our defense.
Listen,
And I agree.
if the rumors, what they say about Jerry is true, he's on this. He's on the later part of his years than early. Let's say if
You saying like Jerry on his last leg?
he on his last leg,
Okay.
point blank period. You know what I'm saying?
They
If he
need to
go to
win
natural
now.
causes, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be exactly need to win now. We ain't won in 25
This
years.
is the team they have right now can win now, but
Yes.
they cannot win unless that defense
Not with them
step
corners,
up.
we can't.
I agree.
Not with them corners. We ain't
So,
winning
so
nothing.
like,
Yeah.
again, here's my perspective. You got, and again, I hated Gerald McCoy had to be gone, but if it's lingering injury, I'm not so as upset. But Dontae Poe, Alden Smith, Randy Gregory, if he's eligible to play, DeMarcus Lawrence, and I'm not enthusiastic about Tristan Hill, but decent name, rookie or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Diggs, and I'm confident in Diggs.
I like
I'm not
Diggs.
confident
Yeah, I
in
like
Awuzie. But I'm just kind of thinking to myself, just what you're saying. If they can get him some help over the top, he don't have to be the best corner ever. You know what I'm saying? Type deal. So that's why I look at it like, okay, Earl Thomas would be, and then our linebacker setup should be the best linebacker core in the
Awuzie
league.
might
Yeah,
play
stay
better this year.
healthy,
He's
though.
in a contract here.
Who?
Awuzie. So he might play better this year.
Man, we hope.
That's what I'm saying. I
We
look
thought,
at it, and
we
I
thought,
say-
we
I say
thought the
Earl
same thing
Thomas-
about Mike
Yeah,
Jenkins
but
too.
when the season's over, they was talking about bumping him back to safety. That's what he played in college.
Yes,
He's more of a safety than a corner.
and I
Same thing
agree.
with Byron. They did the same thing with
Byron Jones, yeah,
Same thing.
they made him safety for a little over half a season. Then
Yeah, put him in the corner.
yeah.
But he ain't Byron
played
Jones.
slot, and then
He ain't Byron Jones.
no, he's not.
Byron Jones.
Yeah, fans of Byron Jones.
Byron Jones can
What you
play.
mean?
He can play both positions.
Byron, he did play both positions
Yeah.
well.
Every time I see Byron is getting touchdown, caught on, first down, game over.
But again, what pass rush and what safety help did he have?
He was the number one corner.
If it's 1-on-1, what you mean? If it's 1-on-1, you gotta hold your
You
own.
listen to
He's the number one corner and free agent. He got paid.
Yeah.
he deserved it.
He's a good player, man. I want to say he's a,
that boy overrated, man. Watch, hey, he finna go to Miami and get exposed.
And Miami finna look good.
Not defensively. Defensively, they're not.
Miami finna look good.
Well, Byron, hey, put it like this: Byron Jones will get exposed. Put it like that.
But again,
He got exposed some of the time with the Cowboys, no matter if it's bad coaching or not.
Here's my question again. As we change the narrative slightly, but here's my question again: what pass rush and what safeties did he have over there in Miami?
I don't. Nobody.
Because
So what I'm saying is you're correct. You'll get exposed again.
I'm just looking at it like this: from the talent that we have on the field, yes, Earl would be phenomenal. He would be phenomenal. But again, it's just if we're trying to change culture, are we just what you said? Are we focused on right now this year? Or are we focused on longevity, like being in contention years to come?
this is the year I think
We
that they
should
got
be
a chance
focused
to
on
take it to the league. But
So
the
would you say go
defense-
all in if you had to?
I would put if I could get anybody I can get to upgrade that team, I would
Okay.
pay for it.
That makes sense.
Facts, bro. I wouldn't be opposed to even going to sign AB if it's we pay him league minimum and he agrees to a certain position, a certain role. Like, hey, we got our 3 starters, but you go be in, you're not gonna start. You agree to like, or even T.O. still in shape. T.O. even said he was like somebody. He said he'll take a contract right now to be like a position wide receiver and play like maybe like 20 to 30 snaps.
Now listen,
Hey,
a
I'm
season.
just saying, a season, yeah, for a season.
Okay,
No,
20 to 30 snaps. I'm talking about a game. What the
Yeah,
Look,
I didn't even really believe in the Cowboys should have drafted the kid out of Oklahoma because we needed so much help on defense.
CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So they just drafted the
True.
best player
Yeah,
available. You know what I mean? So the distribution of balls is going to be, I don't know how that's going to work.
I think they did
highest
that.
paid receiver,
we
highest
needed
paid
help
running
on that
back,
defense.
and you go draft.
I think they did that
receiver,
on.
you know, like,
I think they did that thinking of, all right, this is the best receiver that's available. He's the best player available.
Yeah.
I think they had to do a background check. He had something. That's why he went later than what it was.
CeeDee?
Lamb. Yeah.
No, his stock
Maybe.
just
His stock just dropped.
He was the third receiver picked up, wasn't he?
third or fourth.
Judy
Wait.
went
The
first.
seventh, yeah, Judy Lamb, and then I think Henry Ruggs went afterwards.
I think he was the third receiver to go. I think there was a
Might have
receiver
been, might
picked
have
up
been.
between him and Jerry Judy.
But they were saying out of them 3, it ain't really nobody else. And who was right after us who needed a receiver bad? The Eagles.
Yeah, that did.
So,
they was going to, yeah, they went up and got him.
They didn't.
It
pick
is
up,
what it
They
is.
didn't pick up the best available when they went and got a receiver.
Who was best available besides him?
I don't remember specifically off the top of the head, but I remember it being like, okay, why would y'all go get him over these 2? There was 2 people left on the board, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, these was the world's better receivers. But I mean, then second round,
you
they
saying they
went
better
and picked up a
receivers?
quarterback.
To be honest, he was projected to be #1 receiver at some point.
It was out of him and Jerry Jeudy. Like they was guaranteed the first receiver gonna pick up like 50% said CD and 50% said Jeudy. But like you say, I what y'all was saying, I do believe like that's valid. You know what I'm saying? Go get the best available if you're trying to win right now. My thing is with Dallas Cowboys, when you try to win right now, you don't even make the playoffs. So I would rather go. I'm only saying what I'm saying because I like to see them do something different. That's it.
But if we had picked up Earl Thomas last year, I don't know.
Then what?
That defense, them corners would have had help.
Now listen.
Byron Jones wouldn't be getting caught touchdown on, and Cheeto wouldn't be getting burnt all game.
We beat one playoff team last season. I'm not saying maybe we would have made the playoffs with Earl Thomas, but we wouldn't have.
That's what I'm saying. I said made the playoffs.
I'm not in it just to make the playoffs.
Hey,
I'd rather go 0-16 than to be out first, second round. Like
if we would have had him locked in and still make the moves we made this year, boom.
I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting to.
If the Cowboys could just get their defense to be above the middle of the pack, they don't have to be in the top 5. Just above in the middle of the pack. I think the offense is damn near going to be unstoppable.
We'll see.
Because you ain't going to be able to put those 9 people in the box no more.
Yeah, exactly.
Agreed.
Zeke should have a real good season this year.
He should be back to number 1, number 2 in rushing.
Yeah.
He should be back to number 1, number 2 in rushing.
He should have a good year if they give him the ball enough.
So, I believe in McCarthy?
I do. I think he's a good coach.
What about you?
I don't know. It has nothing to do with McCarthy's past. It has everything to do with the culture of the Dallas Cowboys.
I think he's a good coach.
So is Jerry then?
He's won a Super Bowl.
I'll take it.
I mean,
he won a Super Bowl, but again, look at the Green Bay culture. We're not gonna go get any big names. We draft them. I don't care if they came in 6th round. We groom them and we play them. That's not the Dallas Cowboys culture. You see what I'm saying? So again, it has nothing to do with McCarthy, not so much as to do with Earl Thomas. I just know Dallas's formula is go get these big names. We shuffle some stuff around. We look new, but we do the same thing we've been doing. You see what I'm saying? So if McCarthy comes out,
I don't really think they've really went out and got a lot of big names to free agency because they don't really they're not really active in free agency.
I just meant in general.
Exactly.
So they signed.
Like the draft.
Well, I'm talking about Fassel. They got the special teams coach. They picked up McCarthy, and then they was ranting and raving about maybe our defensive back. It wasn't the defensive coordinator. Maybe it was it our defensive coordinator? Maybe it was the defensive back coach.
Richards, the one we let go? Chris Richards? Or you talking about the one they picked up?
I'm going to tell you the guy can help us get to the Super Bowl. If we traded with Jacksonville to get that defensive tackle.
I mean, I know you're talking about. I forgot his name. I know you're talking about. Like number 44?
Yeah, the lineman. He's holding out because he's a free agent.
If you wouldn't have Cliff, who he talking about?
The big dude, about 6'8".
No, you talking about them 91 to do something. To do me or something like that?
Yeah.
If we got him.
And there are a lot of people, obviously, like I said, that could upgrade us. But my focus is on the coach. Starting with the coaching staff. I do believe Mike McCarthy is a good coach. But there's a lot of coaches I've said to myself, oh, yeah, they're a great coach. I wouldn't want them in Dallas, though. Why? Just what you said earlier. Oh, because of Jerry Jones. Whether it be Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, or just the Dallas culture, I'm sorry, I have not seen a change in that.
He ain't gonna get no ring to Jerry.
That's
up and yonder, basically.
If that's the case, I'm not gonna spend money on no Earl Thomas deal. That's what I'm saying though. If the culture's not gonna change, there's no point in going to get it.
We got a whole new coaching staff. That's completely new though.
What's our record this year?
For it to be we got a whole completely coaching staff itself.
We should not have a 8-8 or worse record. We should be at minimum 9 games. I'm giving us 10 wins.
I'm giving us 10 wins minimum.
Okay.
I'm going 11-5.
Okay, 11-5. Most people have said that.
That's what I'm saying. 10-6, 11-5.
Okay.
But if we do go 8-8, I can be like, man, you know what?
More wins you gave the Patriots.
Now see, look, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of Point Away Debates. Like, comment, subscribe. What's below?
CarGadgets.com.
What's the promo code?
Stiggs.
STIGGS for 20% off your entire purchase. Chris, I just got.
Nah, I ain't drunk yet.
Okay, all right.
We off.
Are you drunk yet?